Back at the courts. Welcome back to Currency 365. It's a beautiful day, as you guys can see. All right, no one's here. Some people were here playing ball, but they all left. So I took the opportunity to say, everything is ready to go. Everything is ready to go. They just got to tell you. They just have to tell you. That's the only thing we're waiting on is them to tell us. The paperworks are signed. Letter of intent, whatever you want to call it, is signed. The areas are liberated. The banks are ready. Everything is done. They just have to tell you. And they're going to tell you in their time. Well, not really their time, but the elite time. You know? They're paying off all these loans and debts and paying back the oil companies. They're paying all this stuff off. How are they doing all that? How are they doing all these things that we thought they were broke? How do they pay Kuwait back? How do they pay all these things back? Everything's done. That's why. They just have a timeline of when they're going to tell you. You know, like I said the other day, if the elites were smart, they would actually do this during the Mosul liberation. If they're not smart, they wait till Mosul is liberated, and then they launch the economic reforms, which will allow all the spectators to go and try to grab some dinars. Or they can fool everybody by thinking that's what they're going to do and announce Mosul, launch the economic reforms, but stop the sale of dinars worldwide. So when Mosul is liberated, everybody runs to grab some dinars, and you can't. They have stopped the selling of dinars nationwide. That could be possible too. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. There's different plans and that they're probably thinking about, and they've probably already mentioned to Iraq what they're going to do. So Iraq knows what they're going to do. So we just got to watch it play out. Just got to watch it play out. What are they going to do? Are they going to lift the value during the liberation of Mosul so they can shock everyone? And not allow speculators to be able to gain to go grab some at the end? Or are they going to liberate Mosul, tell you about it, then launch the economic reforms and allow the speculators to run and grab some? Or are they going to liberate Mosul, launch the economic reforms, and ban all sale of dinars once they liberate Mosul? So when speculators go and try to grab some, all the exchange stores are saying we don't sell it any longer. Wouldn't that be something? That would make a lot of people pissed off that are waiting on the sideline, wouldn't it? So we don't know. We don't know what they're going to do, but they do have a plan, and they've already told Iraq what they're going to do, most likely because of the letter of intent and all the other things that they have signed. So Iraq has money. They're showing you that they have lots of money. And they also have all the money that has been brought back into the country from all the money laundering and all the other things like that, and offshore bank accounts from corrupted governor officials. So they have all this stuff. They're waiting on the elites to tell them to lift the value. And they know, I'm pretty sure Abadi knows the date and the time frame. And so does Shabibi, Allaq, and everybody else that's in the CBI. So yeah, it's Shabibi's mechanism. So if anybody's saying Shabibi's not part of this, how can Shabibi not be part of this when it's his mechanism? They didn't change the mechanism in the CBI. It's his mechanism. He has to unlock that mechanism. It's only him, no one else. And they already told us. Everybody already told us in that government. Nobody can do it anytime unless the first of the year, unless it's Shabibi. So we know Shabibi has to be a part of this because he's the only one. If we're going to see something here in the next few weeks, he's the only one that can manipulate that mechanism at any time. Allaq already said January 1, 2017 is when he can do it. He told us that last year. Well, he did say January 2016. Then he pushed it to January 1, 2017 in the article a couple weeks later because Maliki probably came out and slapped him in the face and said, "What are you doing?" So he pushed it to another year. But didn't Allah tell us January 1, 2017? So that tells you he cannot manipulate that mechanism any other time but the beginning of the year. So stop these people, these gurus and all these people that are telling you that Shabibi's not part of this. And Allaq already came out with an article last year saying that he can only do it first of the year. So who's going to do it? Who's going to do it the rest of the remaining of this year? If we see this thing change in value, who's going to do it? Who's the one that did it? It's not Allaq. Allaq already told us that he can't do it until the beginning of the year because he doesn't know how to manipulate the mechanisms. Jabari last year also came out and said nobody in the government knows how to manipulate the mechanisms of Dr. Shabibi unless it's the beginning of the year. So who's putting these things together? Who's here? Who's doing this with the IMF? Come on, y'all. That's common sense, man. Common sense. If a man tells you he can't do nothing until the beginning of the year, how can you say that he's the one that's implementing the reforms? Okay, if he's implementing the reforms, then we only expect him to do it in the beginning of the year. Then, so we'll wait till the beginning of the year. So those gurus that are saying Allaq is the one that's that's going to be doing this thing for us, then they believe that the January 1, 2017 is when we're going to see this thing happen because that's what Allaq told us last year. So we'll wait till so those people can wait till January 1, 2017 and see if Allaq will manipulate the mechanisms, okay? Because that's the only time he can do it. He doesn't know how to manipulate Dr. Shabibi's mechanisms. So if they're telling you that it's going to be him, then fine. Then, their date is January 1, 2017. There's no way anybody on this net can be saying Allaq is in charge of this and is going to manipulate the mechanisms and tell us that it's going to happen in the next few weeks to a few months. That's a lie because Allaq already told us that he can't do it until January 1 of a given year. So stop the bull crap and come back to your common sense. No one can manipulate that mechanism unless it's Dr. Shabibi. Point blank and simple, unless it's the beginning of the year. Everybody in the government has said that. So, I don't know who these people are that's saying this crap, but it is what it is. I just can't wait till this thing is over so we can move on with our lives and do other things and be busy with other things. So anyways, there's a plane coming, so let me go and enjoy the rest of my day. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out. From the hood, so I ain't in the hood. It is what it is. Peace out. Currency 365. I'm out.